Well, we've talked about here on Man with the Show how classic television is keeping linear television alive. And we've said, and this is also the point, that fast channels is growing for this reason as well. When you have stuff like Pluto TV, Tubi TV, many others in the streaming line, and then you switch over to linear, and you have channels like MeTV, which has its sister channels, MeTV Plus, West, a couple others on there, and also MeTV Toons, which has been doing very well for itself. Popularity keeps growing on there, and it's also helping grow the regular MeTV channel, because you're seeing now on the weekends, you have stuff like Spanguli expanding his show to double feature nights on there. Like right now, here in October, we're doing double feature nights on Spanguli. We just had last week the premiere of Young Frankenstein on Spanguli. And it was Young Frankenstein, and they did the regular classic Frankenstein on there. A week before that, they had Arachnophobia with them, to that point. But over at MeTV Toons, they continue to add a lot of content. They continue. Just recently, within the last couple of weeks, on Saturday nights I think it's around 10 or 11, they have the animated series Star Trek. If you have not watched the animated series of Star Trek, which I think you can also catch it on Paramount Plus, also does have it as well. It's pretty good for itself for a Saturday morning cartoon. I think it was Filmations, I think it was on there. And the voices of some of the crew of the Enterprise is on there, and then there's some new crew members that you probably didn't hear of, never seen, on there, and stories that that were pretty darn good. But now they're going to delve into a classic set of cartoons, as a great cartoonist has announced on his X account that his animations for this particular line of cartoon characters will be added to the Sunday afternoon lineup. But before we get into this, I'm going to take this moment to tell you to drop a comment, a like, share, and there's that little button down there. It's called subscribe. Hit that right now. We really do appreciate it. We're well over 1,400 subscribers. We really do appreciate it. In this time we're battling censorship, we're dueling with the streaming gods out there, as you want to put it. We also have a merch site with T-shirts, mugs, and stuff like that. You can check it out, shopcuticast.com. We've extended the 10% off VPN 10 till the end of the month. So if you get a chance, go right on over. Some of the proceeds come to help build this channel. Once again, thank you for those who have responded, who have interacted with our channel. So, from Animation Scoop, MeTV Toons bring back the Paul Terry and Ralph Bakshi Mighty Mouse cartoons starting in November. Here I come to save the day. Mighty Mouse is coming to this November, joining the Sunday afternoon lineup for MeTV Toons, the only TV network dedicated exclusively to classic animation. That's right. Boomerang is no longer this anymore, so can't say Boomerang anymore. Mighty Mouse and Friends will air every Sunday for a 2-hour block, 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern, and of course Pacific, beginning November 2nd. Heckle and Jekyll and other Terrytoons will also be featured prominently in the block, airing for the first time in broadcast television in decades. That's right. Some of these cartoons they haven't shown, in a long, long time. The block will showcase some shorts from the Mighty Mouse Playhouse, which debut on as a Saturday morning cartoon on CBS television from in network in 1955 and aired until 1967. And the latter cartoons series, Mighty Mouse: The New Adventures, which was produced by the legendary animator Ralph Bakshi and ran from 1987 to 1989. That's right, we're getting the Bakshi stuff, which is really good. Featured cartoons will include Mighty Mouse, Heckle and Jekyll, Terry Bears, Mighty Heroes, and Mighty Mouse: The New Adventures. Originally debuting in 1942 as a series of theatrical shorts created by the Terrytoons studio for 20th Century Fox, Mighty Mouse is a superhero mouse with extraordinary powers. The mouse later went on to delight TV audiences watching Saturday morning cartoons for decades. In 1987, the acclaimed filmmaker Ralph Bakshi revived the Mighty Mouse franchise with a higher quality production compared to the animated series of the time. Animation historian Jerry Beck said Baksh's Mighty Mouse foreshadowed the higher quality animation boom coming in the next decade. The series was also one of the first Saturday morning cartoons to be broadcast in stereo. MeTV Toons is available around the country all on over-the-air broadcast television stations, streaming on Philo, Friendly TV, and Fubo, and now available on DirecTV and DirecTV Stream. You can find out where you can watch at MeTVToons.com. It is also available on Fios and also several other cable outlets. I believe Comcast is also running this too, and also Spectrum. But here's what the lineup will look like on Sunday throughout the day. Starting at 6 to 7 a.m., you'll get Inspector Gadget. 7 to 8, Baby Looney Tunes. 8 to 9, Casper and Company. 9 to 10, The Tom and Jerry Show. 10 to 11, The Woody Woodpecker Show. 11 to 12, Popeye and Pals. 12 to 1, Bugs Bunny and Friends. 1 to 3, House of Hanna-Barbera, which I've been finding that fantastic. If you haven't watched that on the weekday lineup. And 3 to 5, Mighty Mouse and Friends. And let me tell you, I love this stuff. The one thing they didn't put in this article is, I'm not certain if they realized it, but some of the McDonald's chains, especially here in New York, used to run the Terrytoons stuff. And what I mean by that is, they used to have a projection device. I know there was one, what was it? I'm trying to remember. I believe the 23rd Street branch, off of Second Avenue, First Avenue, and also the 33rd Street branch on 3rd Avenue. That on the lower level, they used to have a lower level, and what they had was a projection unit, and it was this area designated for kids. And so everyone would come down and pop this little reels in, and cartoons would play throughout the day. And most of them were Mighty Mouse, Heckle and Jekyll, a lot of the Terrytoons stuff. And it ran for a while. And they got rid of it. I don't know why they got rid of it. It was great. Parents used to bring their kids. They used to have the birthday parties there, and they would play the cartoons and stuff like that. And the kids would have fun. They take the fun out of it. I mean, there's more fun in the McDonald's in Orlando on I-5, which has a full arcade and sort of like an indoor park and everything like that. That's there. And, of course, a better menu. Like I said, if you haven't seen this, if you haven't seen any of these cartoons, do check them out. Most of these, the Terrytoons stuff is all public domain. Pretty much, practically almost all of it. I think there's a few things that just haven't crossed the threshold as of yet. It's not much left, but most of the rest of it, most of the Mighty Mouse stuff is public domain. But it is a great cartoon. I know they started to restore a lot of this stuff. The Bakshi stuff is also really good animation. If you're familiar with a lot of the cartoons that Bakshi has done, this is just a continuation of it. And Bakshi did it at a time when the mistakes that were made by animation companies Bakshi pushed forward and made improvements. Because remember, is that they wanted to push animation, but then they forgot themselves on the animation portion of it and left it to stuff for overseas. Bakshi continued it on here and was able to push out some really good stuff. I think it was CBS was running it at one point, and they were popular for a time period on there until the government killed Saturday morning cartoons. So let me know in the comments below, what are your thoughts about this? MeTV Toons bringing Mighty Mouse and Friends to the lineup. What are your thoughts about this? Have you seen any of these cartoons? Did you grow up with these cartoons? Or is this the first time you're hearing about them? So let me know in the comments. Don't forget to drop a like, share, and hit that subscribe button. We really do appreciate it. So until next time, thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to check out Sci-Fi Snobs Babylon 5 Retrospective every Wednesday, 11 p.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube, and Top Lofty Lounge on Sundays at 11 p.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube. So until next time, thank you for tuning in. We'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye now.